Here.
Currency 21st. Why are you guys shilling this? Is this the meme? Is this the meme?
Is this the meme? Is this
You
the
guys
meme
were shilling this? Is this the one?
Is this what we shilling?
PTG Grace Currency.
Bro, he forgot to say the C part.
Where are the transactions?
Where are the transactions?
Why is no one buying it? 27 minutes ago.
Why is nobody
Go
buying
and
this?
buy it, guys. Like go trade something here. It's a very bit.
Ivan on tech ain't really on tech if he don't understand PTGC. That shit's crazy. I don't know if Ivan on tech actually understands DeFi. because PTGC is one of the easiest ones, and I'm still in shock. Hold on, let me turn this music back on. I don't know where it is. What's up, world? Yo, what up, Rolando, Muhammad, Earn It, Zenthusiast, Lita, usual Zenians, the usuals. What he looking at? There's transactions every second by the buy bot. Now, I mean, a lot of people probably will always give PTGC like the shit end of the stick because it's too easy to shit on it. Like, again, whatever coach that guy, I think his name is Coach. He was smart for bootstrapping the beginning of PTGC to a TGE, which is called a token generated event. They bootstrapped PGTC with Zen. And I've heard through the grapevine, again, I'm just a Zenian from Ethereum. And I knew about the Hex world. And I sacrificed for like Pulse X after I saw people sacrifice $1 billion for fucking Pulse Chain. I was like, well, I got to get some of this shit. And then my whole shit got fucked up anyways. Like, that's why, again, I like Zen because the accounting of the burn is legit. It's too legit to quit. And hold on, I think I'm hitting the ceiling. I think I'm hitting the ceiling. Oh, there it is. Hold up. Hello. There it is. All right, we figured it out, man. Yeah, I had fucked my I use a board over here for my audio because I'm a DJ. So making sure my shit sounds like a radio. But yeah, the board I accidentally fat-handed, fucked up all my EQs. So I just been thugging it, acting like it's all right. But now it sounds pretty good. I knew I should have focused on that first. Always troubleshoot with principle. Here, let's throw some lines on this. But what's up, y'all? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, a.k.a. More World Pizza DJ / producer, coming back again with another one. It's 15 minutes into the start of this mix or this stream here. So if you're here right now, hit the like button. Better get this shit started. I know I do a different type of intro, but we're just here today. We're just popping up on the internet. It's kind of late anyways. It's already afternoon here on the East Coast. Today is January 30th, 2023. Just kidding. It's not 23. What the fuck? It is 25. You hear me? 25. And again, we've never been closer to 2026. So I hope you're making a game plan. I know. Crypto brother, you're just started. That doesn't fucking matter. Get with the times, lock in or clock in forever. Look at PTGC. So yeah, like PTGC is first mover advantage to liquidity providing for Postchain. So what they did, and why again, I think Ivan is fudding on purpose because it's easy to FUD Postchain. Like if you ain't got nothing to talk about, just FUD Postchain. That's kind of why, again, I think Postchain will hang out. It'll be like the Gen X, okay, so there's boomers who are the baby boomers. That's like my parents. They was born in the 60s. Feel me? They in their 60s. And they still kind of hip. Like I remember my dad was in the 90s with satellite. Like he was up. We had dial up. That's why I'm so tech, because like I was fortunate to have an engineer father who just, who was into tech, but would just get it and be like, oh, my son will figure it out type shit. So that's a real boomer. Someone in the family, somebody around me will figure it out and I don't need to focus. It'll do its thing. And again, that's easy to FUD because it's like, why aren't you paying attention to what's going on all the time? Right? I think that's a very futuristic generational approach. Again, I think if you're always focused on the future, you're more of a cypherpunk. If you like technology and you want it to be here to better the earth, you're a cypherpunk. That's kind of like your real generation in the digital space. Join the gang. I think all Zenians that really believe in Zen, like the core Zenians, they all are like, again, time traveling cypherpunks that keep the computer being a computer. All right. And again, you can jump on the wave if you want. You don't have to. And that's why I'm saying Ivan is using Pulse Chain to make fun of because it's easy. Same with Eric Wall. Like Eric Wall picks on hexagons because they're easy to pick on. It's like going outside and just pushing a fat kid on the ground and calling them fat. Like, duh, it's the obvious. That person is fat, and you just bully them. But again, that's why, at least for me, I focus on the Zen world because we're focused on making the world a better place. You know, really stomping out mediocrity and re-energizing or zenergizing the conversation with potential innovations of the future. Right? That's what we do every day in Zen. We don't need no drama. We don't need no baby mama drama to have consistency. All right, shit is just like, what's next, boy? What's next? So, again, I think Ivan is poking fun at PTGC. He don't understand it, and the people who do understand this is something huge. So I'm actually, because Cloutcock, shout outs to the JPEG chicken. I need to add. I'm not into post chain, but I got a post chain shitters list that I'm trying to build out now. Let me add some of these post chain shitters there. I know we got Jack. Do y'all fuck with Jack? It looks like nobody fucks with Jack on post chain. And I guess I'm obligated to talk about post chain now because that's one of the leading Zen chains for the end of January. So like going into the end of January, we have a lot of activity happening right now. And I think one of the biggest ones will be the XEN pop-off that happened here. And we have more clarity of what was going on and why all of a sudden OGZen and PZen, both decided to like transcend into the next level of Zen. And what's crazy is again, a lot of people might feel like they chose the wrong chain. Oh shit. Cell phone. Caught it. That's what we do. Hand and eye coordination. What up, EJ? What up, Pedro? Alexander? E and J says PTGC and UFO are the best performing projects on Postchain. Yup. And I mean, it makes sense. Atropa tried to do what PGTC, blah, blah, blah. All the fucking names. See, I mean, yeah, I'm not in the Postchain ecosystem, but I loved degening with dApps. And that's kind of what I feel like Postchain embodies. And I can't wait for these dApps to come to X1. Like, I feel like when people realize how sick with it SVM is, and they go over there with these ideas, because again, this is just math. Like PTGC is just math. It's mathematics. So like, I'm not surprised that their math is working, because again, there's nothing going for Postchain. And I think this is a hack. If you come first on something that's going to be popular, again, you can just weave yourself into the liquidity of it, because that's public. And there's no one stopping you if your crew decides, again, to push a narrative that, hey, we're building liquidity pools. And we're going to take, in this case, with the PTGC, they took the Pulse chain and they're hodling it and they're turning it into their own coin, while liquidity pairing it. And they got a lot of good believers where it matters, right? It only matters when it's nothing. Once it starts to become something, it could always dumb back to this level. And that's the risk. That's why it's easy to pick on it, because there's always going to be risk. You got to keep your ear to the streets. Like, I'm not in the grays. Oh, I guess that's what I could call it. I'm not in the grays, so I don't really know what they have going on, but their chart is performing, so no one can say shit, But I know how they got here. And that's why, again, these candles are much different in this particular zone. They got to keep going up, right? They got to keep building towards something. And this will be something that we've never seen before. This is 100% experiment. And I can't wait to see it on X1 chain, because I'm sure someone's going to try to do it, right? They have a competitor right now that I just learned about called Neon. Neon is still going crazy, but they're just doing the same shit where they're building liquidity pools. They have a reflection token. They're fucking using math to try to find that little bit of area where there's potential gain if enough people hodl, which is a dApp. Like that's a decentralized application. Like if you're trying to use it for ROI, like everything is for ROI. So again, like this Jack one that no one's using that has 15K, if someone wanted to CTO it on Pulse Chain, it's like every time you trade it, you can burn P's in. So like you can use this to burn P's in. I don't even know if they still got the website up. They might have dropped it. Yeah, this is ready for CTO if it's really open source. But yeah, Pulse Chain Zen, which I don't have here. I gotta add it to the list. Let's add it. So yeah, Pulse Chain Zen again. I think it's doing really well right now because Pulse Chain is a community-driven vehicle, and whatever someone thinking over there has nothing to do with what someone's thinking on Ethereum. And that's what Zen is all about. Like Zen is about having an experience on every chain and it be different. Some people have this ideology that the coin has to share an experience, or like the ticker has to share the experience over the horizon. In my understanding, after this experiment, I understand that usually human beings don't give a fuck. They care the most about performance, right? And what you should be trying to do, since they don't fucking care about keeping the ticker's integrity, you should be, as a developer, probably more hyper focused on how to keep the brand or the integrity of the name in the DNA of the coin, right? So the Ethereum Zen DNA is 100% in every other Zen coin. And that's kind of, again, that is what's translating to everything below Ethereum Zen. And then when we look at like what OG Zen just did, this kind of also puts in this ideology that, again, people have integrity for Zen and they're going to see other people maybe having the same integrity, right? So the fact that this was CTO'd and you can still make some of it. I mean, again, I'm not in it like that. Maybe one day, if Rolando's like super duper into it, maybe you should jump on the channel and talk about Pulse Chain. 'Cause I know you're the Pulse Chain goat, bro. You've been doing it over there. Pause. Nihimi. But Pulse Chain goat. Where is this at? XENblocks. Oh yeah. So what I wanted to do is go to ZenPub. ZenPub actually did a little write-up. What up, Dank? The cream pie. Boston cream pies are pretty good. Yeah, you're right. What up? Tree City West in the house. What they do, bro? What they do? But yeah, I guess this is what's happening for the PZen phenomena. So there's a dev who seems to be the top dev in Pulse Chain, named Leonardus or Leonardus. I don't know fucking know, man. It's not my world. Shout outs to him though. Maybe he wants to one day make a space and talk about it. Save Pulse Chain. But essentially, the dev for Atropa, who's also, I guess, famous for sending 3 million PDI to Census Foundation, has now become one of the largest holders of PZen and OG Zen. All right, and in my opinion, the OG Zen one is a CTO. And that's the beauty of crypto, is that you can come in and buy all the coins and no one can stop you. And if you have an agenda because you get crypto, you could actually flip the bag. And that's why, again, you can't really be mad. I used to have a grudge against people in or against the CBZen crowd, right? Like if you go to CBZen's holders, the very top is CBZen, the second contract. And one of the reasons why, like, I was like, man, I want to love CBZen, but I can't. Like, I'm not allowed to, almost, because it's so fucking public. Like being allowed to love a Zen coin, high key illegal. You're not allowed to, as part of being, is if you're really out here in the Knights Templar, you're not allowed to fall in love with the Zen. Right? That shit is for burning and earning. That's it. It's not for holding. You can hold a little bit of it. If you hold it, you should stake it so you can at least yield on top of it. But yeah, you can fall in love with it. But again, you're just falling in love with its ideologies and the way that it presents itself. You know, it's insides. But again, the overall market does not give a fuck about how you feel about a coin. All right, they're gonna dump on your face, and that's the end of the story. All right, or they're gonna do something like this XEN coin, who has made their liquidity so deep that now it pretty much like, yeah, they're in the game. They're the PTGC of base chain, and they took the opportunity on top of Zen over here on base, right? Almost it's like, oh, more people should be making liquidity dApps on base because there's one crew that is basically not taking, but you know what I'm saying? They're really grabbing the initiative. Like they're taking the flag and running. Fuck out of here. Right? Zen is going to be huge. I need to be close to it. I don't know what $1 million picture they see, but they see something to do this much work. Same with, that's like what I'm saying with the OG Zen. If this team really put in what they're saying, which is like 25, or is it $100,000 worth of P.o.P or Pulse Chain flew into P.o.P, and that's why it's pumped and it hasn't fallen. So they're smart. They went into P.o.P first, and then they went into OG Zen, and now I'm wondering if they're gonna pair them together, because that's smart as fuck to do. Like it's like you're just like using natural energy in a sense to like just, because again, Zen is gonna thrive due to X1 chain and its life after X1. It does not matter about the shill. Access is the most important thing. So if you're building almost again like projects on top of Zen to capture it, you're actually doing yourself a really good, you're doing something good, because you're the app. Like you should be taking Zen as like the commission, and then burning it or selling it. So yeah, like big ups to all the devs who are secretly building around Zen and very public, but unless you're in the gang, in the cabal, you probably won't see them. That's like yesterday what I saw in the background. Oh, look at that. Ooh, spooky numbers, spooky gas, spooky gas. Yesterday I was just chilling, doing my vibe, working my world, and then motherfucking I had noticed that if you remember xeNFTs was a cross-chain bridge, but it wasn't really a bridge. It was an aggregator. There it is. It was a cross-chain aggregator, which basically grabbed the best rates to give you the best trade in the moment, right? And there's a ton of different aggregators. But what was wild was xeNFTs was based on Arbitrum. So they decided to make it where you would like burn Zen from other chains and you would get VZen on the other side. So I was just like randomly looking at my wallet and I saw the VZen had value because I actually burned for some of this shit and I was using their thing and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And then I noticed like, oh shit, there's people or something's happening where like all of a sudden this is being called. So I'm very curious on what's going to happen with VZen. xeNFTs though is not to be trusted. And it also might be that this contract is in their control where you can't use it, because I don't see it on Deck Screener, which I think is kind of weird. Like on Deck Screener you can't find VZen. It says no results found. So to me, that's weird. And like but yeah, it's about the behind the scenes devs. Like you're gonna see Zen's price pumping, And majority of the time, it's probably because the developers are like front running. Because why would they wait? Like once they have a great idea, why are they gonna wait? You know, and the window is closing in Zen. Like right now, there's a sell off happening because it's easy to sell on exit liquidity. Like every time Zen goes up, people are gonna get horny, and then they're gonna be exit liquidity. Again, don't fall in love with this shit. Get a plan. Get a plan going with your Zen. Find a long. I mean, like if you're gonna buy it today, you must be going long. Right? You could go short, but you better be a trader because this will hurt your heart. Like this will wreck you. This could turn around at any moment and be a bad day because too much exit liquidity entered the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we don't even. And to me, yeah, that would be like again going up and testing 6 zeros and a 30, 6 zeros 34 in that particular range. I could see a lot of selling, right? But I think what's happening here is your second chance to see what happened here, right? Like, dude, yo, I never in my motherfucking senior years in crypto seen a chart ride the 200 like this, my G. This motherfucker was rock climbing the 200. Like what? Like frame, like this is honestly like you should take a screenshot of this and put it on your desk. And do it. Just the quote tagline is, I remember when Zen rode the 200, because now it flatlined the 200 on the daily. It went down, it broke it, right? But we've been talking about Zen's price performance and how when you look at the way that it's created, none of it makes sense anymore. And then when you see how much supply there is, like I have individuals that are a little, it feels like they're tense because I am the one who made this. All right. It's me. It's just from my brain and my understanding of where Zen is today and how I think it's going to work. My philosophy, my book on why X1 is going to fix the trilemma. Like I need to put that up here. The blockchain trilemma has been solved. And then I'll republish this again. That's probably what I should do. I should probably delete the other one, delete the tweet, and then redo it again another time because it's gotten really popular. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, man, people really want to understand. So yeah, I had tweeted this out, which is also kind of crazy. And it's like one of my best performing tweets in a long time. This fucking stupid chart. Nobody ever likes my emoji Dracula tweets. Emoji Dracula #1. Nobody gives a fuck right now. It's all good. All right. Meme season around the corner. Get you some Dracula. But yeah, I had posted this 4,000 views, man. Like, damn. Like, I'm about to delete this shit. Oh, fuck him. I'm going to delete that. Now it's gone. I'm going to repost it, though. So if you were around, you got to see it. Or if you're here on the channel, you know where you can look at it. Just come to my channel. I'll repost it later. But a lot of people were getting mad at me because I didn't put XEN over here. One, I needed space in the box. Two, XEN don't even do anything no more. I don't want to hate on XEN, but yeah, what happened with XEN, it's so hard to go backwards. Like I ain't even trying to throw no ETH at that shit. And my whole theory right now with the whole XEN, just to put it out there, is I think we're gonna see mini burner show up, and this pie chart is gonna get really wicked. But what's gonna be weird is the biggest burner will always be X1. Because that's where the biggest opportunity is. Like every dApp that comes after the burn for X1 really needs to serve a purpose. So I feature in this fucking document or this slide Phoenix and xeNFTs because they have zero value. You burn Zen there for no fucking reason. I mean, there's a reason to do it, but really there's no tangible value. So theoretically, these are some of the most fairly launched ways to burn your Zen. Sorry. The thing with DXN, again, I mean, I know there's a lot of people deep in the DXN. They probably want the crypto, bruh, full blown. This is going to change the world. But remember, I used to look at DXN every single day, and I got caught up. Essentially, you know, I got caught up in the wells because I should have exited because I pumped it. And I learned a big lesson. I learned a huge lesson in DXN. And that's kind of where the whole fuck your ideology statement has been since 2023. Fuck your ideology, fool. Like, that's how people are always going to treat it. And when something dies, it's dead in crypto. Like, to think it's going to come back is really holding on to the past. Again, if it had value. So maybe DXN can come back, but it's going to take a whole community to band together to really make it real, or it's just going to pump and dump again. And that's not, again, that's not a true burner in my vision. My vision of Zen, a true burner, is something with no middleman inciting the progression of the price chart. Because you're still going to need fair principles in the burn. And if the burn is only successful if someone is pumping the chart, the project is fucking dead. Like, it has to be like Phoenix, because Phoenix and xeNFTs are great examples because they don't do anything and you just have to pull up and burn. And since psychologically people keep doing it, technically, then it is the most pure form of burn, right? You just spend gas fees and something happens on the other end. Maybe you're making a xeNFT, right? And you're going to get an Apex or a limited edition ERC 721, or you're really on Phoenix, you know, and you're burning so you can stake out longer. Damn, I should have burned some Zen for Phoenix yesterday. Hopefully we get one Gwei again. What a time. I was doing all kinds of moves last night. I was making all the moves. I sold so many NFTs, dude. I'm sorry to the 2020, 2021 gang. I had to take them offers. Because again, I came to the same conclusion last night looking at my fucking NFTs. I was like, yo, these shits are dead. Like, the next NFTs are going to be brand new. Like, they're not going to be these like on the floor NFTs. Like, that's classic world. Like, in this new era of crypto, if it's brand new, that shit's gonna roar, right? That's why X1 chain is gonna roar, because it's so new. It's like, whoa, what a breath of fresh air. And then you could literally do NFTs on X1 chain because the newness of X1 plus the newness of your NFT is just stimulating as a motherfucker. Right. That's why I think I keep saying I think. But yeah, that's why you're seeing pulse chain activity, because this is the real community in Zen who understands what they need to do next, because they're going to be building, right, bridges between the two, because it helps the value of their pulse chain if they bridge with X1. Right. That's beautiful. I'm hoping we can get CB Zen users to tap in on this. Looks like something's happening. Again, it doesn't take much money to move this shit. like if somebody came in and just like DCA'd all the way in with their little bit of bag, and it just like pumped it, and then one person, and then somebody else just came and threw the 200 at it instead of DCAing, and it just like full sends it. That's why CB Zen is gonna full send when it finally clicks that, yo, this is Zen on base. Like, this is what Zen is designed to be, an inflationary free ass coin. It's free as fuck. It's so fucking free. Like, yes, it's unbelievable, but it does cost gas, which might not be free, and it's going for 8 years. We're inflating the shit out of it and burning it all. Join the party. It's a gang. It's a cabal. But yeah, like I keep going on the tangent. But yeah, see, that's what I mean. Zen is real. Like, people are gonna be like, I need integrity in my burn. That shit needs to be fair. It's too easy to get. So the fair dabs will win. the dApps that have value tied to them, they won't win unless the team keeps burning. And that's where DXN fell off. Raz went and ran away. He decided to not support it any longer. He said it's done, it's finished. And it's true. It's done, it's finished. But it's at that point, is it as strong as a burning dApp that has nothing backing it except the experience? Right? Again, that's why I'm bullish. I'm still bullish on Phoenix. I burn for Phoenix on base chain, which is very unique. It has 201 supply when I start to talk about it, of course, bruv. And yeah, I've talked about Phoenix in the past, but Phoenix is a great dApp to go long on XEN. Actually, there's a spooky number. Y'all want to get spooky with the calendar? I think like between the start of XEN until the end of XEN. Nah, maybe I'm tripping. I might be tripping. Actually, I forgot it already. I got to do it and bring it back one day. But I found a funny ass 777, like 4 sevens in a row in relation to XEN and Phoenix. And I thought it was just so unique. I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's crazy. Because yeah, the thing about Phoenix is it was designed to give you longer stakes. When you're working in XEN, shout outs to the validators. They forked yesterday. Let's see where the count is. Damn, they're cooking. Well, I think when the fork happened, we had a total of 164 nodes. Excuse me. And now it's at of course it went to 0, and then they're all coming back online. So we're back up to 122 nodes. So we've reached Nakamoto consensus on the fork in less than 24 hours. That is fucking amazing. Big ups to all the validators, yo. Nakamoto consensus that we want to reach in X1 chain is at least 100 nodes producing blocks at a time. Like the bigger that number gets, think of that as like pushing the bar. Like every chain that comes after X1, your ideology is trying to expand block producers, which we have no clue what the fuck that even means. So when we get there, I guess. But right now, again, that's what's cool about X1 versus Solana. Is Solana is always going to be 29 majority. And in X1, you'll be able to actually make a node and learn about blockchain, right? You can, there's a lot in X1. And again, this is the speculation. This is why I think XEN is cracking right now. This is why people are building on top of it right now. This is why you're seeing such great volume right now. The volume in XEN is insane right now. All right. We look at a 24-hour period, 277K. Look at the buyers and the sellers. There's 111 buyers, 59 sellers. Buy volume is slowly picking up on XEN. And this is why, again, like, yo, everybody doesn't want to wait 469 days. Even when gas is at its lowest, I'm expecting straight dump wreckage. Instead, people are buying. And again, the reason why is because if you want to do things like a Phoenix, right? Maybe, and I think Joe Blau is working on this. Because he, in all theory, if he doesn't know, and it was on accident, I think, again, this is an amazing piece of the case study. Maybe in crypto, you accidentally give yourself 2 years or something, you know? Like Phoenix low key doesn't really start until 5 years in, because it's like that's the timeline, right? Like you burn, you stake, you come back, and it's an answer to Hex, right? The problem with Hex was it calculated every single day in a stake at the end of it. So at the end of your stake, you had to pay for every day you were staked. Whereas in Phoenix, it's just like, oh, actually, I have some stakes here ready to end. We can end these. Whatever. It's like 5 Gwei right now. What's Gwei? Oh yeah, like 5. Okay, we'll end these just for the stream. So I have like I have 2 that I've forgot about. Fuck me. But what's crazy is, as you can see here, this one's in 12% penalty, and I'm still getting my principal back with 25 extra Phoenix coins. I don't know what penalty. This one is in zero penalty, I guess. Weird. I don't know. But yeah, so long story short, when I end this gas fee is going to represent just the transaction. Oh. There we go. So right now for me to end this Phoenix stake, it's $1.49. Right? So we'll go ahead and hit sign. It would have been even cheaper at one Gwei. And then yeah, we'll give it a second because you know it's Ethereum, so you got to give it a second, you know. Man, that was my yesterday. I was cracking up because I was like, bro, like I'm really sitting over here waiting on Ethereum to transact and shit. Like, fuck, the fuck is going on Ethereum? Oh, that shit is still sending. Man, yeah. See, that's what's funny too. It's like when you be on when you're on what do you call it? Solana, going back to Ethereum is a headache. I'm already like, damn, son. See, this shit still hasn't finished. Oh, there it goes. So it's successful. So now if I refresh, it should say ended. Zen going ham. What's up, No Spoon? What up, Savon? DXN is cooked. I just burned all mine for Polygon. Man, DXN had the way. I think we'll do DXN again very well on X1. And then I also think we could do it again very well on ETH when Zen is popular again. And after X1. X1 has to come out before we can remix all of our recent experiences. The way I see a recent project, it needs to be like a Phoenix. Right? Does it not end or what? Yeah, I think it ended. You know, mistakes. What the fuck? Maybe that was a glitch. So that one must have been ended already. Cancel. Yeah, we're going to cancel all these. All right, this one needs to be ended. I don't know what happened there. I guess I just spent $1.25 for no fucking reason. All right, we're going to end this one. Right now, I'm getting back $1.07 worth of Phoenix. I'm going to pay $1.79 just just to do it live. I should do this with gases lower, but who gives a fuck? So, again, this is what makes Phoenix superior to Hex. Like in Hex, everybody was staking because they wanted to generate their own ROI or mine their own coins. But again, the problem with Hex was when you went to go and claim them, it calculates all of the days spent into the gas. I don't know why they account it like that at all. No one really can give you a real straight answer. So Phoenix, again, solved that theory by simply, I don't know what Joe Blau did. He did something in the background and it's all good now. What the fuck? Where is all this stuff going? Wait. Oh, I gotta figure it out. Oops. ETH is making this short story long. Lols. Lose. Damn, Dank with the DXN is lame. Shit. Oh, Dank with the 5. I mean, not with the 5, but the 2. I'm gonna think it's $5 though. We'll just say it's $5, even though it's $2. Nah. Zen is a virus that creates a cabal of zombies. Fuck. Yeah, bro. If you want to get brain dead, go all in on Zen. Your brain will be fried. So I just ended some stakes. Where the fuck my ends at? So let me see where this at, bro. It could just be the UX. It's not updating anything. Oh, I got some Phoenix in here. Yeah, so it's there. Yo, Joe, your fucking UX is slow, bro. There it is. Yo, look at this one. This one's about to end on the 2nd. I could take it right now. I could end this right now. And I would get, oh yeah, so that's what it is. The penalty is the representation of how much you would get if you decided to take it now. Right? So like right now on this one, I went 1,000 days and I had put up 7,000 Phoenix. And if I claim it right now and end my stake early, then 2.5 thousand Phoenix is what I receive. And then the remaining 5,000 is put into, or is paid out to stakers, right? So like it's like Phoenix was invented because in Zen, we don't have penalties in staking. It's either balls to the wall staking or you're hokey pokey staking. And that's what I call like vanilla stake. So like in the Zen world, we have the vanilla mint, and then we also have the vanilla stake. And if you vanilla stake, you could quit. Essentially, you could quit and you just don't get your yield. And this is where Phoenix was born, because some people felt like, hey, I think that Hex, because again, okay, or here's another thing too. When Zen was invented, it was only invented to be the most sovereign token to exist in the footsteps of Bitcoin. So its main focus was the mint. How does it come into existence? So the C rank, the AMP, the EEA, and then how that controls the terms to give you your Zen, right? So in the beginning, this was all they cared about. And then a bunch of hexagons liked the Zen idea because they thought it was going to come out on Pulse Chain. Because they actually did a test net on Pulse Chain. And then Jack was like, no, I'm going to put this shit on every chain. But yeah, the hexagons were the ones who thought of staking the Zen. And then, but that's why, again, it has this vanilla formula to it, because Jack Levin was like, I don't think stakers should have to sacrifice Zen because they made a decision. And that's kind of, again, that's where you get your Phoenix. Because some people say, nah, fuck that. If they're going to end early, I want that 5,000 Phoenix. So that's why you would stake over here. You'd burn your Zen into Phoenix so you can stake over here and get penalty Zen. And then there's also rewards to get more Phoenix. So like your yield in Phoenix also is coming from the reward pool. And as people burn Zen, a copy of the Phoenix, for every burnt Zen in Phoenix, a copy is put into this reward pool. And then based on, again, your stake in the overall pool, which is your shares, right? Each one is an individual share or an individual person in a sense. So that share is going to determine how much Phoenix gets paid out to you every reward pool and every early in stake, right? And the more shares you have, the more Phoenix you get. And the way you get more shares is by going longer or staking fat. Right? Big ass stakes of Phoenix. So yeah, I fuck with Phoenix heavy. And again, this is why I put it in my dialogue of how I think this is all going to play out. Because the staking burn is a great way to keep Zen alive on all of the chains. Because again, it's about playing the game. And I'm still surprised that Phoenix hasn't done anything. But again, it's going to be denominated as a Zen derivative, so it's eventually going to be paired with Zen. So the thing is, though, is it's crazy it's not paired with Zen right now. Because it's like almost like if it was paired with Zen right now, it would rise with Zen. But there's not a focus on this at all. Like no one's paying attention to it. Look, there's one person burning, unless that's Joe Blau. I only see one address burning on ETH. I mean, it could be Joe Blau burning his own shit. Who is this? Are you in the chat? Sir Charles? Or Sir Charles? Who's that? 88. But yeah, Phoenix has how many coins? Oh, 12 million Phoenix, bro. This would be so easy to pump. And it's on Ethereum. Yeah, in stake. And again, like if people are early in stake, it just makes it rain. So this is another like Zen thing that could be CTO'd, even though it doesn't need to be CTO'd. What like I said, what I honestly think is Joe is waiting for his super dApp to be finished because that's his landing page. So he's creating the super dApp, which is like the Las Vegas of crypto. And essentially in the super dApp, like it's gonna have all the ideology of DeFi. So, you know, again, he's gonna have a bunch of chains, bunch of protocols, bunch of actions, and again, all those actions are DeFi actions for DeFi coins. So I'm kind of under the assumption that Phoenix fits in really good here. I just don't know why he doesn't promote it like I think he should, you know, but again, whatever. I think also after meeting Joe Blau, he's a pretty base ass dude. He seems like the type of dude to like throw something great out there and be like, man, whoever catches it, catches it. You know? And that's actually really dope. You want a base ass dev because it means it has no owner. Like even the owner's like, yo, it's gonna do its thing. Like there's no reason to keep, you know, there's no reason to base it out. Like it's already based. So yeah, I'm in the Phoenix. I think Phoenix is a win. Especially if gas is gonna stay like this. We don't really know if gas is gonna stay like this. Something I'm gonna come to conclusion with a gas situation for like a Zen coin is that like gas last night put a lot into perspective if you were minting. So I minted some shit over here. The fuck? What am I looking at? Oh no, I need to go to my address page. So yeah, what I did last night was kind of funny. Was I started a new batch mint, and then I did the mint feature where like you make a brand new mint. So like then it put like what do you call it? Like it basically I did it. I recycled my mints. And what's mad funny is I went ahead and like since gas was so low, right? It was like $11 to do this action. I went ahead and just claimed some 1% mints last night. So like fuck it, you know, like who cares? It's like $11. And if Zen is gonna win, like it already has, then 323,000 Zen is actually a lot of Zen, right? So if I'm netting 11 million Zen, like that's still actually pretty good for us being at the bottom. But what was fascinating here was the one Gwei mints. Like being this like on the ground, you kind of realize like there's not enough room for everybody at the end of the day. Let's look at one of these. I started some bulk mints on Zen Turbo. Yeah, this one was crazy. See, on Zen Turbo though, this is one thing about Zen Turbo. They charge basically right now is 65 cents to start a mint. They put a fee on top of the mint start. I don't know what they're going to do with that, but they have things where they say they're going to give you a coin in the future as a reward for minting with them. But I just like their website. I just like it. You know, like personally, if they're really going to give me a coin, fuck it then. I'll do it. You know, at 2 Gwei, what the hell is that? Like, it's nothing, you know? Again, the overall transaction cost me $1.81. But maybe if it didn't have the dollar, it would have been like 60 cents. And 60 cents for 2 VMUs, which is 30 cents each at 1 Gwei. There's not enough room for everybody to get that. Like, and remember, the thing about Ethereum is it can't be busy without pushing gas. If it's on the main network, it can't do anything. And when gas was this low, again, that's when Zen thrives. And right now we don't have a lot of people in the pool. You know what I'm saying? Last night, I bet, again, if you're an elite mover in the Zen world right now, you made moves last night. Because that was rare for having one Gwei that long, like you never have one Gwei this long. So on here, it's going to show pretty much like 4 and 3, 2 and 3. But this right here, this is super rare. You see, the weeks before we had a 5, which means that you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like this. Like here, we'll go up the next day, 5, 6, 9, 9, 11, 5, 5, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, whatever. So this right here was rare. And that's kind of why, again, I decided to make some moves too on Ethereum, because I think the holiday yesterday, it extracted the Asian community. I think they're still extracted right now. Like we might get one more day of Asia not being on the internet, and and you can still kind of get out of situations that you've been logged in to on ETH before ETH blows up again, and then you can't move because it's not worth it. The value isn't there. So I'm always thinking now with last night, there's every time gas drops, as that ideology or that human or that behavior, I should say, because it might come from agents, right? An AI agent that's living on Ethereum is going to probably pick up the pattern and then also realize, oh, I should be where the gas is the lowest. And then it's going to pick up the pattern over time, just like a XEN, where they're like, oh, gas is the lowest on holidays, so I'm going to pack transactions on those days. So then again, it's like you're not getting the one Gwei no more because there's not enough room at the bottom of the gas. Like there's not enough room for multiple programs to be down there, right? To be in the dungeon of gas right now is so fascinating, because there's no reason to be down here unless you're building something or you're scraping the blocks for some Zen coins. That's the only reason to be in this basement right now. Yo, what's up, Yosef? Nice to see Lo Gwei. I know, right? What's up, Relax Vibes? 1 billion Zen could be life-changing. That's what I've been saying, bro. On all chains. But again, you want to times it by 200. You might need 200 billion Zen on like a side chain. Right? Some shit like that. Like 2 trillion. Multi-millionaire. But yeah, this low gas. So what we're going to see here, though, is low gas Zen minters show up. So you see Zen contract finally pulls up. But this is what's fascinating to me. Only 100 or only 49 or 0.49 ETH went into the contract yesterday or in the last 24 hours. Now, this is very significant because this means that even the Zenians that are at the bottom, again, trying to scrape gas, essentially, for whatever we can get from it, the best price, because we're trying to fit in this thought in the block, bro. Everyone's trying to do it, right? Again, the beautiful thing of blockchain is it's full of life. Every block matters. That's why you should have integrity on what chain you're on, because the data you put in that block, it represents who you are and the chain itself. Right? So if you got Ethereum, which is the most public chain on planet Earth, and you got these Zenians in there trying to, bounce off the walls and not push it too high. Because, right, again, we're the smartest users next to the other smart users, and everyone's not trying to push it too high. It's pretty fascinating, cool shit to watch. So seeing that Zen, again, it's using state. So right now this is going off the 24-hour use of the state. 0.29% of the Ethereum state in gas is being used by Zen. But then if we flip it to the fees in the last 24 hours, Zen is actually at the very, very bottom. So we're scrubbing the ground of gas with everyone else. You know what I'm saying? We're here. But this is super eye-awakening. Only $16,000, guys. Oh, my bad, 16,000. That's too high. 1,600. Because it's the lowest gas at the bottom of the barrel. So, of course, there's not a bunch of ETH spent to make a bunch of Zen, but also there wasn't a bunch of Zen made. right? So like we can go and look at shout outs Yosef Zimpub, and go up here and look at the Ethereum. Dan Sun Station just gifted a sub. Big ups for the gift, dog. Shit. Wayne said the block is hot. I see Dank over there, so whoopity whooped it. Value is relevant. Value is irrelevant. DXN is boring and lacking community. No network effect. Shit. What's up, Jack? Out of the box. Yeah, I want to root for DXN, but that's just it. Like, it just, the community shitted on itself, and I feel like that was a big moment in Zen world. Like, a lot of people were believing in DXN and the relationship, and maybe we were naive, right? It was very early 2023. How dare us think Zen was the best thing on planet Earth, right? Like, we're fucking dumb. But again, I feel like if the leader of the situation felt like us, we would have been able to understand it all together, but it was a lot of confusion, so it kind of killed the project. But again, I mean, it can come back at any moment, man. I'm just being critical. So here's another critical piece. Let's look at the G rank server made last night. So again, no one is paying attention to Zen. I actually have another metric of this shit, which is fucking crazy. So what we could see is last night or day, roughly 3,600, actually that's a sexy number, 3,690 G ranks were created, or C ranks. C ranks were created under the G rank at the lowest point of gas, when we're all scraping the bottom, right? We're seeing staking went up. We have actually people staking. So we can go over here to this one. We can see staking is surging because, again, the thing about Zen is this is the perfect climate, ingredients, whatever you're trying to cook right now. Like, this is it. Like, you're here now, bro. You're wake up, Neo. Like, this is it. Like, I'm Morpheus. I took both pills back here when we were rock climbing the 200. I knew that was different. I have never seen that before. Like, damn, don't nobody know if we want to go up or down? Like, isn't that easy in crypto? Like, this ain't got to be the only coin where nobody wants it to go up. Like, what the fuck? I need some real OG Bitcoiners to let me know if Bitcoin was like this in the beginning. Like, were there people who were specifically trying to drown it for position? And are they is their name Michael Saylor? Because I need to know if that's the relation here. You know, I know one of them was Roger Ver, for sure. CZ, for sure. For sure. They had their own agendas with the Bitcoins. Brian Armstrong, for sure, had his own agenda with the Bitcoins. Right? Look at those guys. Who's to say those people aren't in here right now? And the only reason I'm saying it like that is because, again, this is a very still like early stage in Zen. The inflation can return at any moment. So, like, don't get too hyped up, bro. We're at war right now. So, like, you know, you're on the fucking plane about to jump out with a parachute, no experience. I am not going to help you land safely on the ground. Just know I might land in a castle. I might fucking fuck around and land in Disneyland at the way at this rate. But where I'm at with it is again, Zen is in its most brilliant climate of accumulation. You're going to look like a fucking genius buying this shit right now. Everybody look like genius. Everyone going to sound like a genius. Right? But were you there in the trenches when we saw it happen? And were you there again when we were rock climbing the 200? Right? Were you there when we tested it again and we didn't go, we were playing market cap, a hot potato, right? You got to flip the fucking chart to see what happened. That's what I called it. Market cap hot potato is what Zen is going through. Because we wanted it to go to 10 million, but it never did. We dribbled heavy at 12. And that was, again, that was one of the very beginnings of the bottom back in August. Because we wouldn't get lower. Everyone tried to make it lower. Mints were dumping. No one could get it lower. And again, we've looked at this on the channel. The relation is going back to the Zen supply and noticing that there was a dead zone in November. So we rewind time. We go back to November 2024. Just right here. Oops, no, not there. Still got some further down. where? Yeah, so right here. So in November, it's a very blippy moment because you would look ahead and you would say, damn, like there were some days where unclaims were, at like 30%, 36, 30%, 20%, 40%. We had 140%, one half a day on the 12th. That was like the first shaky day. Like, oh shit, they're not minting. And then you had this day right here, the 14th of October, right? Even though it's a small amount of claims, like that's a behavior. XEN is a constant. It's like inflation. And I understand it could be transitory, as the Fed would say, what the fuck ever that means. But it's it's a constant. You can't stop. The moment you stop, you fuck up whatever it was building up to, right? So we have a lot of these moments where the constant breaks. And I think right now we're seeing too many days of unclaimed mints that arise. And when they show up, like this one, on the 9th of November, right, we had a 50-50 day. One of the largest days of mints, and it was 50-50. Right. And who's to say some of those didn't get just re-added when like Gwei went to 1, and someone like me, I just went and took a whole bunch of 1% off the, off the dust board, because like, why not? There's nothing to claim it. It's like $20 or whatever to claim it. But yeah, so we had a lot of these days in November, and that's what played a huge role in this August area. If you just like look backwards, because in November we ended up surging. Right, everything in August that set up the stage for this gigantic run, and that's why, again, I believe this is where the true bottom is in XEN. It's at around 12 to 13 million market cap. But again, we get down there, that's a representation of gas, right? Like think of it as 12 to 13 million market cap, and XEN is a representation of Gwei, right? It's in relation to Gwei. So now we're literally seeing that the Gwei relationship is an awesome physic to hook a token to, because now that token lives in its shadow, and people want to make the token in the shadow of the Gwei, or they want to mine the token in the shadow of the Gwei. And now everything, it has to stay constant. You can't be having people mining 1%. Like, it needs to die. Right, once they mine the 1%, essentially it's alive. So for us to get back to 13 million, we would need everyone to sell today. Like, so you need to stop believing in XEN. We tried it already multiple times. Like, we even here, like, pumped it all the way. I think it's like 3,000% or some shit. That if you just survived it and didn't get shook out and like left the XEN world, right? We just had a 400% move. Like, I didn't do anything. I just watched it happen. I've been staked up. So I'm like, oh, whatever, right? We're shooting for $1 billion. This is Trump. This is peanuts in the XEN experience. Like, we're going for bills, bro. What you mean? Billions of users and market cap. So yeah, again, this is probably the bottom. Gas was very low yesterday, and if there was any signal that this trend was gonna break, it was yesterday. And these candle people that keep selling the top, those people also, we can address them, because that is the centralized exchange. Every sell that is blow off top is coming from the centralized exchange. None of that shit is coming from a XENian. It's all arbitrage automation. So look at this. Gate.io, you know what I'm saying? Gate.io, KuCoin. You know what I'm saying? People are trading in lower fee environments because they're still afraid of the ETH. So there, again, these wallets show up on our DEX, and what's cool and what's crazy is that these wallets are essentially selling the centralized bag back into the decentralized exchange, so you can swoop it, because this is how the rebalancing system is working. Like, they don't have enough slippage on Gate.io, so they're using a smart contract essentially to sell extra XEN to replace the slippage. It's amazing work. And what else is crazy is the people who sent their XEN straight to the centralized exchange. Smart ass motherfuckers, bro. Like there's some people in Zen who just sent the Zen straight to Gate.io. Like, you know how you can claim it? So like you can claim your Zen, but you can share it, claim share. So on the mint details, there's this thing called claim share, right? Same when you do like a xeNFT, like you can claim and share it. So what people have been doing is they open up a centralized exchange account, then they make a Zen account, they deposit, you know, some Zen inside of it, and then when they're ready to claim, they're using that address, that centralized exchange address. And that's essentially why this has all been built up, because it's just been that action, right? It's just been the action of motherfuckers sending shit to the centralized exchange, and now it's coming home. It's like it's coming back. It's crazy. Like, because there's not enough. There's nothing. Like, you know, it's just like, yo, it's gotta come back over here. And yeah, there's enough ETH right now to kind of support this narrative, and this is where I think it's gonna get messy, and why we're bound to see something happen, because this is messy work by the centralized exchanges. Their best move is to pump the Zen or whatever they're doing. Like, that's just a part of Zen. Like, there's gonna be this accounting bubble on top of Zen of business where people are gonna be moving it around on their behalf, and they have a bigger bag than you, right? That's fuck the ideology. And that's why, again, I'm bullish on this move to billions of dollars. And this bottom was your moment and opportunity to grab some Zen right here. If you didn't get any here, again, I'm hoping that you're understanding it. Right? Sovereignty, ownership. Hello, Bitcoin 2.0. Like, do it again. XEN and XEN is Bitcoin too, but this is a systematic Bitcoin, like systematic. Zen is a ideology Bitcoin, and that's, again, like, narratives, they win the hearts of people, right? XEN will win your fucking heart just because you're gonna see the system. You're gonna be like, wow, what a efficient system they got over there. I want to shop there, right? But Zen is gonna win your psychology. Like, wow, I really want to participate in something bigger than me. And I mean, I think every single coin has that, but yeah, they're really building that into the Zen word. Like, you're gonna be able to believe that you own it, and no one can take it from you as long as you keep your private keys. No one can take it from you. You can make as much of it as you want. You can burn as much of it as you want. You can bring as much value to this as you want, because no one can tell you you can't. And there's big ass companies betting on you believing in that narrative. What in the fuck is happening in Zen, right? Look at CB Zen, bro. This shit is going north. It's weird to think that everyone complained about low liquidity when the top holders are centralized exchanges that have market makers. Exactly. Yeah, that's the wildest part. It's like the market makers are making the Zen now, because it's gonna get really messy. It's gonna get really messy, and it's almost like, did Jack bait them into that? You know, because if you remember, the OKX debacle was real. Like, there's footage of everyone together in real time talking about how they want to build Zen into OKX. So Jack is tapped in with China. Hello. They know. And all of the central, that's why I had made a joke. I was like, yo, all the trading in Zen is happening in China right now. Because these are not allowed in America. Like, you could use these platforms, maybe KuCoin, but you're using a VPN. Like, it's not something you just pull up. Like, that's why, again, it's kind of crazy. Like, Zen's not on Coinbase. It's not on Binance. It's a real underground coin. The bottom of the barrel. Man, look at CB Zen go. Let's go on the hourly. I'm trying to break out. Woo. In the name of P.o.P. I gotta start shouting out P.o.P more often. Hey CB, your Rainbow wallet is taking up a large portion. Oh shit. I wonder why it's still there. Let me block it. Damn, I just saw that. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I scan around and then I see some shit. Freak me. Sorry. Low liquidity is on purpose. When I set LPs against my range, I will set it for 2/8, 1/2, and 3/4 of the all-time high. Hey, that's a fire ass setup. Yeah, when you like start dividing liquidity pools like that, but that's why I'm saying we have a lot of that happening too. Rebalancing. And the rebalancing cost is it's like, oh, I gotta buy XEN because I'm rebalancing now, and if I don't buy it now, it could be more expensive later, and I could get drained. Yo, no, you know what's crazy though? Look at this shit's way oversold. Sell some of this shit. God damn. But XEN the warrior, breaking out right now. Again, this one is sleeping. It's not like base XEN. XEN has like a really good, smart trading crew. And that's why, like, again, I wish CBZN would take some of these notes from these other chains. Because right now, this shit is degen as fuck. It's ran by a bunch of degens. That's why the chart looks like this, because it's literally in the hands of degens, and they have no clue what to do with their CBZN. They're like, what do I do with this? Do I sell it every pump? And all the whales are like, yeah, you sell it every pump. Yeah, sell every pump. So again, hopefully it takes some of these notions from these other chains. It also looks like XEN. Wow. XEN with a rally. Not a lot of buyers over here, but again, it doesn't take anything to wake up. There's a lot of Xenians on Avalanche, so don't be surprised if they can crack the code over there. That's all it takes. You just got to crack the code, and the next thing you know, everyone on that chain is buying it. Right? That's what I'm hoping we can do for CBZN. I feel like if CBZN has a green candle before X1 chain, it could really attract a lot of new users from base chain. And there's nothing like CBZN on base. And again, it changes the distribution model. Because it's like, why aren't you making a meme coin that's attached to the base some way, somehow? Like, yeah, it's attached to base because you launched it there. But is it attached to gas? Like, shouldn't every coin be attached to gas? Like, that's a good way to hodl your fucking values so you don't have a pump and dump. Right? Because in order for it to really dump, you know, the chain got to stop working. Right? That's what we're learning in XEN right now, ladies and gentlemen. People will mint XEN even when it don't make no fucking sense. Right now, it makes no sense to mint XEN. But people are still going to do it. Something I have found funny was I put a post up. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to pin this one. Oopsies. I had put this post up yesterday. Because again, I was getting hit with whammies left and right. Trying to figure out what to do last night. China. I'm about to buy $20 of CBZN. It's dirt cheap right now. Selling CBZN every pump is fair. Yeah, selling CBZN every pump is fair. You're fairly giving your coins back to the populace, and we enjoy it. What's up, Titan X? Well, 100x or 1000x. Wait, that claim share alpha is probably the most valuable info I've gotten from you. Damn. Man, that one's easy. We been knew about that. That's why I'm like, man, I fucking hate these fools. So yeah, some of the alpha, you can't hear all the cabal alpha, man. Only when it pisses me off. Then I'm gonna have to go out and I'm gonna have to I'm not snitching, I'm just saying. Do you see what they're doing over there? I see what they're doing over there. I ain't fool. Smart play though, bravo. Not to lock yourself in on ETH. Put it all in the centralized exchange. I'm in the top 30 holders in one of the XEN side chains. That's lit. I need CBZN. I need more CBZN. I made less than 600,000 VMUs. Woo. Yeah, you should be trying to make a million VMUs though. Like that's like a milestone for a Xenian. Like who's gonna be the first Xenian, with no robot assistance, just straight grit and grind to make a million VMUs? Like you are insane. I'm finna smoke. I don't snitch. Right? Like, hey, I'm finna tell you a story real quick. You wanna hear a story? Hey, you wanna see a dead body? But yeah, I wrote this on my ex yesterday. I was like, damn, do you buy Zen at one way or make cheap VMUs to have reusable slots for cheap mints in high GUI environments? Right? This is literally the only reason to make Zen now, unless you're new. Like if you've been here since the beginning and you're making Zen right now, you've lost the plot. Like you make Zen on a side chain. Like that's the simulation of making Zen. Like go simulate that shit on base chain and dump on everybody's head and inject like a ton of ETH into the state so that we can fucking stop that motherfucker. Right? Like that's the best part about the Sims. But on ETH, it's really strategic. Like, what are we doing here? Because the gas is so high. So this is something I had just brought up. Like, yeah, like last night, I won't lie, I made some VMUs on Coinbase and on Zen Turbo for that reason. I got the capital to do it. So I was like, yo, I'm gonna make some of these high or cheap VMU mints that I can reuse in the future. Like instead of making a xeNFT, which I do adore the xeNFT, right? But this is the beauty of the vanilla mints. Like you can scrape the bottom of the gas and not add any complexity to the smart contract to jack the gas up. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like you're getting the most out of it. And then it opens up a slot where it's like now you have this little piece of data that they call the access list. And like it's like again, it's something that Ethereum has for developers. So there's a lot of cool things that ETH has, but it's really on the dev to produce them and use all their standards and like everything, you know, the ERC this and the EIP that, you know. So again, some devs in Zen world have developed on Ethereum and given some of the dApps high end capabilities, right? Again, one of those being reusable slots from CoinTools and Zen Turbo, right? I get half or 90% off the slot or whatever when gas is high because I already created the contract with them. That's another reason why I don't mind paying Zen Turbo a little bit of fee so I can get that slot and still do CoinTools and like have both, right? And watch both worlds. Like I do both, right? But this is what's fascinating. Out of 203 votes, 65% of believers or voters are in the mood to buy Zen at one way. This is huge. Like this is the sentiment of right now. Like I am the crypto bruh. I put something out there and I hope a bunch of Zenians see it, kind of shit, you know? So I'm glad a lot of people saw this and interacted with it and kind of gave their thoughts or their ideas of like what they would want to do, right? Shout outs Tazinian. He said he gonna do both, and that's the way you should do it, you know. Shout outs of Forex. Shout out to him though. XENblocker, he doing it all. Mint Zen, buy Zen, burn Zen. You know. Then we had ZenPub chime in. I like his response though, because this is why I think the logic is starting to shift towards the buy. Because even if you making it, you're just a fan, right? It's not logical to do it. You really are just being a fan. You're being a fan, you know. So what we see here is ZenPub goes, if you mint at 1 GUI but need to claim at 30 GUI, your average transaction cost will be significantly higher than simply buying now. The price of Zen has only recently started rising towards the average minting cost. While there's a chance the gas fees could drop to 1 GUI at maturity, the uncertainty around future gas prices the long 469-day wait period, and the unpredictable cost of Ethereum makes minting a somewhat risky bet. Love how you said that. Somewhat risky bet. Buying and staking now for 469 days actually provides additional 15% discount on the current price, 30% at 1K days. So you right now, if you stake, you get 30% if you do 1,000 days, which means it ends in 27. And might make more, and it might make more sense. On the other hand, if all stars align, you may get lucky. You may get lucky, and yeah, you may get lucky. So this is why, again, I think we had a very lucky night last night, being at the bottom of the gas with the rest of the Ethereum people. Right, we didn't have China online, so it really got us to be like, you see, even Hex honorary mention. Like, what the fuck? Even, but you know what? I went and looked at my Hex too and said, do I end my old stakes that end in 2030? So I bet that's what happened. I bet a bunch of people went and exit staked. Damn, they haven't even broken 3 million transactions over here. Well, I guess it's on Ethereum, but still. Yeah, in stakes. I wonder if there are penalties. Damn. Are they hodling their hex afterwards, or are they dumping it? Oh, this person's in staking right now. Damn. Damn, son. Whoa. They started stake 1,000 days ago. New stakes in hearts. New stakes in days. Oh yeah, you see early. Oh, did they early in stake? 1,090. How long ago was this? Oh no, yeah. So they're just getting to stakes because the gas is so low, and they missed it last night. They maybe they're American. They just woke up. They could have got it for even cheaper last night to end the stake. But yeah, $50 to end the stake early, but they got back 290. So right now they're in profit for their early in stakes. They're pretty close. Yeah, hopefully they hodl it, but that's kind of why, again, that's why you're seeing everybody, or this is what I'm trying to really hone in on. There's nobody on Ethereum. We can see it from all angles. There's no fucking hiding, because this is the moment. Like, you subtract Asia and Ethereum is fucking dead. But you go and look at the flows on a 3-day or on a 1-day, and you totally see that there's still a lot of activity happening. Wow, look at Arbitrum flipped Solana and inflows. Look at them go. That's funny. But see, it's because it's layer 2 season. Like, everyone's, I was already saying, like, it seems everyone that's OG layer 2 is into Arbitrum, not into base. Base is like new. That's the new thing. So yeah, that makes sense to see Arbitrum going head to head with Solana. Cool. But yeah, this is where I'm at with it right now. I'm thinking ETH is going to suffer the most out of everything, because unfortunately it's not too big to fail. It's actually got a lot of attention. Bitcoin right now pushing, it looks like 105. We got Ethereum at 3,200. And we have Solana at 240. Again, fuck XRP. That shit's not in the conversation. Yeah, Solana. Again, we want to see this. In my personal opinion, Ethereum wants to bond with Solana. They don't want to bond with XRP. I'm hoping. I know XRP got the fucking XRPL ledger or whatever. I don't even know what that is. Just looking in that shit. Shout outs, XEN. Difficulty is down to 33K to hash. Let them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They out right now. Virtual masturbation units. What the fuck? I need to enter more Zen circles for the cult alpha. I don't know, man. The Zen circles are hella small now. Like they're basically you gotta if you you might have to make like a Zen call in a banya. You might some Zenians might show up. Zenians are in the banya for sure, or in the gym. There's some Zenians probably in the gym, gymming it up. Oh, save on. So what is a VMU? VMU is a virtual mining unit, not a virtual masturbation unit. But when you make a xeNFT, you put a VMU count, and VMU count is essentially how many single vanilla mints, right? Like you get to make one vanilla mint per wallet. The xeNFT introduced this ideology of what if we take a whole block to fill the block up with wallets, virtual wallets, or virtual mining units, to simulate what it would be like to have 128 wallets in one contract rather than one wallet in one contract. So that's what the VMU is. It's just a virtual mining unit. I got a few. We got a few of those. But yes, I want to see who else is out here trying to, make Ethereum better, make Ethereum great again. I think again, ETH needs to partner with Zen and actually teach everybody about it. Like I think Vitalik would be better off pushing gas to make everyone rich, and also put the ethos of what Zen has done into the mix to then create a bunch of clogging tokens. It's like almost like a brand. It's like, that's what I mean. It's like novel shit. Like, why isn't every meme coin connected to the chain? Like, we know it's on top of it, but Zen is literally the only one that's connected. Like you go to one Gwei with 20. Well, I don't even know how many Zenians were making Zen last night. Oh man, I closed my fun one here. This is my one dune I have for coin tools, where I can see how many coin tools were created. So we'll refresh it and see how many were made yesterday. How many miners and how many VMUs. And then shout out to Yosef. He passed along this little Corey to me. And what it is it's like a way to see how many Zen holders have vanilla mints under 33 million and consolidated accounts across and then purchase below 33 million. So right now, more people have purchased Zen than have held it, like from vanilla mints. So a lot of people, they got rid of their vanilla mints, like they sold it, and then a bunch of people have already bought it. So that's when the market makers are really on the chart. Like the minter is non-existent in Zen right now. We'll wait for this to pop up. It seems like it's running still, so it's gonna load in a second. But yeah, you're seeing it from all angles. The minters aren't existing, and that's hurting daily inflation, which essentially again is allowing Zen to kind of grow, even when the gas is at 1. 1 is nothing more than an op. It has nothing to do with the volume of Zen. We seen that yesterday. It should have dumped. At 1 Gwei, if people are going and early in staking their hex, right? Or wherever that fucking was. I don't know. I might have already dipped it. But like how you see that, like how people are early in staking the hex and taking the penalty because the op is there to be like, I need to get out. That's like a behavior where there's just no more integrity in the coin. Right? The hardest thing in crypto is to make a coin that people are going to believe in forever. Only a few have done it. Everyone else is hopium. Right? Only a few, handful of people on planet Earth in this generation have been able to do it with a face. So again, looking at Zen, seeing the follower or the holders, seeing how people again are slowly putting in their Ethereum, slowly finding their zone. Again, I think this is really getting to an end, like the end game. So you see here, we're pumping also because these last few days have been mad low. So this is also another theory that like if people are stopping the mint, there's gonna be opportunity to pump it, which antagonizes those with a lot of Zen, right? The only way you're gonna have a lot of Zen is if you're minting it. That's why you want to keep minting because the minters win at the end of the day. If you inject capital, you're gonna win. But you need to do it when it's the lowest and you're praying to God that you get a round trip. Like God is on your side if you get one Gwei on the other side of that mint. Like what the fuck? Wow. Like you timed it very well type shit. Like you're really lucky. But most people won't see that luck. They'll actually be minting Zen and mining or claiming Zen in the highest gas environments. So again, we've seen the lows. Like even today, there was only 700 VMUs to be claimed. Tomorrow there's 14,000. The day after that there's 18,000. Then it instantly falls off a cliff back to 7,000. Right, and unless these are max mints, they won't have max supply. And a lot of people, their max mints are they're way back here, you know. So yeah, I think we're in a good space. We're in a really good space right now. So hopefully the next thing I want to see for Zen and you know, hopefully going into this weekend, maybe we can break through the matrix and get like up here on the trending board for like base and some of these other chains. Like I even seen it like on Pulse chain. Like when you look at the trend, like you don't see P.o.P, or maybe I'm tripping, but tell me if you see P.o.P. Like on the biggest gainers. Like I didn't see P.o.P here. I don't know what that means. Like I see Neon here. You know, I don't see Zen at all. So I'm just curious to like why you don't really see Zen on these trending you know, stuff. Like I never see Zen like ever. It's quite random. Okay, this is saying that it's down 24% then. All right, what is it? What's this 6 hour? 5%. All right, let's go and see that. 1 hour is 3%. Maybe that's why. No, it's negative 3% on the 1 hour, and it's still not here. So I don't know. Maybe they haven't paid for the. I don't know what the fuck that means. Actually, don't quote me on that. But yeah, I want to see Zen start to break through the matrix. It's still a background coin, and again, it's still a lot of jeets, people jeeting because they don't understand what's going on. Again, like we rip, and then a bunch of like people are selling on the exchanges. So now the market makers on the exchanges have enough Zen to dump it on the DEX. You know, so don't pay attention to the price right now. Because like all of this shit is like every single one of these that you click is going to say Gate.io KuCoin on it. Oh, Island Money, lols. Let's see what Island Money is doing. This might be a real person if they have a ESN. Oh, they added Zen though. I wonder why they did that. So they claimed they claimed a bunch of mints and then they just dumped it. They got sand. Here, let's see how many ER. Oh, they got a lot of Zen mints. So they're just doing us justice. You know what I'm saying? And they started see, this is the part that doesn't make any sense. Like you mint some Zen and then you dump the ones that you minted and then when you come back, you don't mint a lot, which is like confusing because it's like you don't have no Zen now. So every time, you're like essentially you're like waiting around for the Zen and just to dump it. So I don't know. Damn, look at this one. They timed this one well. One Gwei xeNFT for $96, which was 0.2 ETH. Damn, at the time though it was $67. Sheesh. Sometimes this is what I'll do too. I'll just look at people's things just to see. Oh, this one's locked in though. 468 term date. They've only served. They've only served 144 days. Island money. Let's see if it shows up. Nah, dog. XRP hijack crypto. Yeah, XRP did hijack crypto though. That's part of the game. That's just the way the game goes. One of my favorite future songs. That's just the way the game go. And that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna keep like you see these faces. Like I hate this type of shit, man. I hate when cryptos put faces on the fucking thing. Like, who cares? Like, I don't care about a face, bro. Like, I care about the blockchain. Like, the blockchain does not need a face. So let's look here. Let's actually see how easy it is to run a node. Concept, the whys, the ledger, point-in-point, tokens, accounting. The core server Ripple runs the peer-to-peer network, which processes transaction and reaches consensus on their outcome. The API Kulo provides a powerful interface to fetch and query data from the ledger. Reason to run your own server. Okay. P2P, API, validators. So you see, like, it's like this thing is trying to teach you like how to crypto. That's why maybe they have a really good cast of spell on top of individuals who don't understand. And this is like the first time they're like understanding what's happening. And this is just what they, they're not mature. They're not in the Zen world. I think Zenians are the most mature people in crypto. It's really hard to bullshit a Zenian. Yeah, like I don't even know. Like, I don't even want to look at this shit because it just doesn't matter. Like, like looking at this doesn't matter. What you want to see is the requirements to make a node. That's gonna tell you concepts, infrastructure, installation. Okay, configuration. Damn, they really hit that. Server modes. Run a validator. All right, so here's to run the validator. Where's the requirements? Man, I hate when people do shit like this. Just tell me the fucking requirements. Man, it's bullshit. This is bullshit. They should tell you, like, so like if you go like to X1, that's how you know it's bullshit. Like when you're going through the flows of X1, like we're gonna tell you like our technicals, but then when you come to validator, right, you're gonna be able to create a read-only validator, right? And it's gonna give you a tutorial and tell you all this stuff. And then you can create a validator here. Blah blah blah. It's gonna tell you all this stuff. networks and all that shit. But see, we've given you a zone like performance. So go hit hardware requirements. This is what you have to use to get on X1. Where the fuck is there hardware requirements? Data retention? No. Connect, RPC, enable public sends. Command line usage. I mean, it could be running on like nothing. I mean, not to say it like that, but like it might not be complex. So they're not, and it could be all based on that. Like they're like, oh, there's no reason to make it complex because we just want to push blockchain. Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is like a project. Like, oh, let's push blockchain to people. All right, we've been here before. And I want to run a validator. I need to know how powerful it needs to be. And I need to know now. Because I'm not even going to waste my time go plugging all this bullshit just for me to get on a blockchain that works with 4 gigabytes of RAM. Like, the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Where do I find out? And that's how you get the noobs. Like, noobs wouldn't know you go and look for this part. Like, a noob wouldn't do that. A noob would tell you, I'm going to start a validator on XLP or XRPL. Right? They wouldn't know why you need 12 to 24 core CPU processor with a 3 gigahertz base clock speed. Like, they don't understand that shit. Like, they don't understand why your disk has to be 4 terabytes and NVMe SSD. Man, I saw some blockchains that was shielding me. Motherfuckers, when did you plug in a hard drive? That's spun and shit. I gotta come over to your house and kick your node over right now and break that shit. like, do these fools even know what they're trying to really accomplish, you know? Again, X1 is going to change the game. I'm not worried about these other scam ass projects. I'm worried about, is Zen efficient at the bottom of gas? And I saw that last night. So I'm going to ride that shit until the wheels fall off. I'm going to watch these centralized exchanges and whoever Island Money is, because that's a good trade if you made the money on it. Island Money, you know, looks like they got some bag. They got 1 ETH. They seem to have some bag. Oh, they got SOS. Damn, this is an old school wallet, whoever this is. Oh, it goes deeper. See, this man, ESNs did nothing more but to just like show you like whose wallets or what. It must be connected to this. This must be the same dude. How much Zen they have over here? Oh, they got some Hex. And some this this might be Trey's wallet right here. I might have just doxed this nigga. I'm just kidding. I just want to see if there's some Zen here. Nah, it's just a funding wallet. Just kidding. If this is your wallet, congratulations to you. But I can see you're an OG. You know someone's an OG if their wallet has EX2. Or is it E2X? Yeah, E2X. If you see this in somebody's motherfucking wallet, this fucking contract right here, this motherfucker's from the classic world. There's only 189 holders here. Man, I need to get this shit out of my wallet. That's crazy to think about. EX2 was like a clone of so like when Hex came out, it was really awesome. Actually, I wonder if there's any videos. I'm gonna get the fuck off here. I'm fucking spacing out now. Cause yeah, that's like the funniest thing about it all. Is that like if you don't know like how it all started? Let's see. 4 years ago.
Welcome to the Passive Crypto Show. I'm your host, Incompel. Just an average person sharing my experiences on how to
Just an average person? No, we know who you are. You ain't average.
Earn multiple streams of passive crypto income online. So feel free.
Bro, see, this is why I stopped following YouTubers, because this is the type of shit they used to have me in. Like, before I went full Zen and just focused on being positive in the space, like, I used to go and literally spend hours listening to this voice.
Free to watch for educational purposes and learn from my mistakes, as well as benefit from my experiences.
What were they doing to us? But yeah, if you remember this or E2X, essentially, damn. Shout outs to people who never took the shit down, though. Y'all are stupid. Y'all should take this shit down. I mean, I've had some shit that I've taken down just because it's like, why is it up? But yeah, you see what it was like, it was a lobby. So this is actually how the moon parties are supposed to be, where like it samples what Hex did. But this lobby style is a 2017 ICO UX. So in 2017, a lot of people wanted to make their own cryptos, and they realized how to do what was called an initial coin offering, where essentially you could put some ETH up and you could buy a coin. Like, we had smart contracts. I will never forget this shit. The birth of ERC 20s, right? It started at ERC 10, where the coins were in the contract. They could not come out, right? That's FOMO 3D. That's proof of weak hands, all that shit. And then you get these other programs after EOS, which did it different to release a coin. What EOS did was every day there was an auction, a Dutch auction, essentially, for a set amount of coins, and you can throw in as much Ethereum as you wanted into that auction a day, and you can get some EOS coins that would be sent to your wallet, and then you could trade those instantly on centralized exchanges or DEXs. And then again, that UX of auction was well, like, people took it and they took that one. Like, even today, right? Like, we're getting ready to do the moon parties, and it's essentially the same auction. So like, UX is getting ready to re-enter. But what it was again, you're just fighting for a bunch of coins every day. So this dude, he did a thing to show you, like, it looks like you enter a daily pool. Again, however much you enter Ethereum wise is how much of this you get. The earlier the better, blah blah blah, that shit. But yeah, if you see someone with E2X in their motherfucking wallet, that motherfucker's from the classic world. They know how dApps work. So to see someone like that dumping Zen right now up here, which is this account, see, all they done is dump Zen. They never bought it. They chilling. Damn, but you just sold the bottom of Zen, all of your free Zen. Whatever. See, I don't know. That's what I mean. Like, I don't know what the classic world really was. I think there's still a lot of people who have that classic world ideology, and they're still applying it to Zen. Like, Zen is E2X. Like, are you what? Like, Zen is not E2X. Like, this is why we like Zen, because we're not in E2X. Oh man, damn, yeah, this is crazy. There's so much. Yeah, remember XEN? Remember fucking Wisecoin? T2X? Remember what was the other one? DS liquid staking. Decentralized liquid stake. What was that shit called? They got the logo right here. What was that shit called? Jeetcraft.
So guys, welcome me again to a new video, and today,
man, we used to only, this is what I'm saying, bro. Crypto's changed so much. This is what everyone used to sound like.
it's a good day because XEN is released and we going.
And I got nothing against my European brothers. I love y'all. I love everybody across the world. But it is kind of funny now how all of a sudden the English has changed. That shit used to be Indians and motherfuckers that sound like this.
To see what the divs are looking like, because I'm not sure if they already
You ain't been in the trenches until you had to listen to this shit every day and no crypto bro was showing up.
few days, I thought they're going to put the Ethereum also back into this auction. So I'm not sure if they already got into this auction. I don't think so.
Yo, let me this is a blast from the past. But yeah, he's looking at T2X right now. This was on Tron. So E2X was the Ethereum version of this one, but again, they moved them away from like this ICO ideology, and then they kind of they did it with like a community presentation because of Hex. Like Hex presented this ideology of the exchange where you could basically get the community to rally around it and be like, yo, this exchange is tight. Like you live the same fate if you fell into the DXN. Like if you're still like going crazy on the DXN auction, that's what I mean. You're in the flywheel of the DXN auction. But again, that is just a way to redistribute coins. So the value isn't from being in the flywheel. That's why a lot of these things have died out already. So yeah, don't go out and like look for these things because like they're dead. But there's one here I want to see. Oh yeah. Yo, what happened in this world? We had community staking experiment. Do you remember this one? If you're really outside, when we were in, I used to be when I was in Trevon's chat and we used to fucking rage. Were you here for it? What's his name? Bitcoin Brown. There it is. I remember you, bro. If you still watch my channel, Bitcoin Brown. Yeah, I made these. So when I first got into crypto, or like 4 years ago, I would almost say like these dApps were the things that really elevated my exposure. Because these dApps were the first time, I won't lie, these dApps were the first time I started to actually hit like big figures in crypto. But the problem was, again, like none of them were developed with fair principles. Every single one of them were designed to die. My favorite one though is DeFi staking platform. God damn, man, this one was so perfect. DSPtoken.io. Let's see if this is still around. Who remembers this one? This one did meet. This one, man, not here no more. Yeah, that shit gone. It's a fucking scam. This one did me so dirty. This one did me so dirty. But I did really well on it. Damn, yeah, DSP. You can go back in time if you want to look up these things. Yeah, see, this dude was probably following. We were all in the same. We were all going down the same path. Everybody was doing the same thing in crypto. Like there was no such thing as being first, nigga. You was second every single time. You on Bet Fury, you're second. You know what I'm saying? You on Axion, you second. RIP Axion. Shout out to this dude for keeping this stuff up. Crypto Cloud TV. He's still making videos.
So, hello guys.
Oh, he had a cool cat. Oh, he's still making videos. Oh, he in the bells now. He over here talking about layer 3 airdrops. Layer 3 season 3 details. What the fuck? Hey, big ups to him though. He got way more subs than me. Shit. I'm not talking about the right gas. He should probably talk about Zen. Somebody should go over there and tell the fool to talk about Zen. Crypto Cloud TV, because he's super close. He's just far as fuck. Like I think if I type in E2X or E2X token and you pop up right here and you're not talking about Zen, like you're the one who's gonna feel the most pain. Oh, I remember this dude, Crypto Mark. What happened to this guy? Does he still make videos? 3 months ago. Damn. Oh, he went into real estate, huh? What? Oh, he went into P.o.P, Arbitrum, Binance. He gave up. Bum, bum, bum. And I will almost say like this style of YouTuber is dead. That's why these people stopped making videos. And again, I would say the reason why their channels died and why like it died was because you don't have any crypto bruh videos of me trying to like push this shit out because I knew it is what it is, you know. Like I don't need to be like Crypto Mark talking about E2X every day, right? Like it's like this is not Zen. Damn, shout out to Crypto Mark though. I used to watch that fool like every day. Eventually EX2
pretty
is a
much
scam.
scamming out. I'm not 100%. So looking at this T2X announcement here, here's where we stand. Today we noticed a bug in the E2X contract that basically makes it unusable going forward. Like, what do you mean?
Hey yo, what do you mean? Hey, doesn't that sound kind of familiar? Man, this video is from 4 years ago. I think this guy's a time traveler. He might be a time traveler. Now, shout out to all the homies that have been here for this whole time, man. We've really been going through this shit. We about to hit the win. Like, we about to hit the win. Because it's what I mean, like, if the dude who's selling like this, he made $5,000 off of 35 billion Zen. And he has more Zen coming out. Is one of those people who say, I need my ETH back. Who justify the selling for I need my ETH back. And then they're going to go buy some scam, you know? So it's like, damn, why didn't you just stay in the Zen? Like you were going to go buy a scam anyways. Might as well stay in the scam. But yeah, I'm not worried about these fools. They sell and then they ain't got no more Zen. And then you see no one buys. Because a lot of the buying, when you look at Zen, right now this is V3. If you want to see the real buys, they happen on V2. Because most people are buying small. They're buying 200, 300. V3 has the liquidity, right? V3 is where you're going to find 57 Ethereum. So that's why you're seeing giant sales over here, right? That's actually not where you want to be looking. You want to be looking over here because it tells a different story on that V2 one, right? Shorter pool or 12 ETH over here. You got the real Zenians buying in by the 45, by the $8. Shout out to the $8 buyer. Bitch, I got $8. I got $8 for Zen. You know, the $12 buyer. Look at everybody over here is in the red. Who's this person? Rome is in Orlando. Everything other than Sol or X1 is just noise. Yeah. Ooh, for some reason, Rolando, I thought you were the one of the Zen peeps located in Orlando. Oh yeah, that's Rome. That fool Rome live out there. He doing it up. Holiday bulks have gone up. We bulking up, yeah. We're staying in the right range here, you know. Hey, if you're not using the bear season to become a bear, what the fuck are you doing? Go hit the weights. I just want to see where this person got their Zen from. So they sitting on 2 billion. Oh, so yeah, this is where I'm at with it too. Yeah, if you're a day trader, you could totally sit here. It looks like this person's doing stop losses, buys and sell stop losses on Zen, which is smart. And they're keeping themselves a little moon bag. Market make it, boy. But yeah, you'll see the market making small baggers on the version 2, but on version 3, that's where you're gonna see the giants. Right? If you want to go sell $1,200 worth of Zen, you're gonna pop up on this side, and that's why I'm watching this side because it's really starting to show signs of being weakened. Honorary mentions. We got Emoji Dracula still trading sideways. It's actually trading outside my channel now. It's been doing its thing. Zencat recovering 26% up today, man. Don't sleep on the cat, bro. Don't sleep on the cat. And then solXEN. And solXEN is trying to reach its soul, but it got a lot of haters in the chat. And that's on them. They got to figure that out. I don't know why there's so many people that don't want it to go up. All they got to do is hodl. And Zen artists will take you to Valhalla. That's all you had to do. But hey, man, tomorrow is the last day of the month. It's a Friday. We don't know what the hell is gonna happen. For all we know, it could close the month and then everybody be like, oh, thank God, I can finally buy. And I kind of feel like that's what's gonna happen next Monday. Is a lot of people are gonna make moves finally, and we're gonna see really, really, really interesting pieces of the puzzle come together. So get yourself a bag of whatever you like. Pick your favorite chain. Fuck ideology. Join a cabal. Hit the like button, the subscribe button, and just stay healthy out there. Peace.